Alright, so here we are at Lake Shawnee Amusement Park in West Virginia. And we got our lead researcher over here who's going to give us a little bit of insight into the area and the history.
Lake Shawnee Amusement Park is on the site of where the first family, the Clay family, settled in Mercer County, West Virginia back in the 1780s. They had a mishap with the Native Americans. Some came one day while Mr. Clay was out. The family had 14 children.
Yeah, there's the boy who drowned in the pond.
I had never heard the beheading before.
I had not either.
What was the
That
beheading?
was not in any of my research, and I didn't see it in any of your research either.
The girl on the Ferris wheel is the one who was beheaded, right? Like a
Yes.
branch hit her or something?
Yeah, that is the one that I
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
had not
We
been
didn't see
familiar
that.
with.
See, I don't get that. Why would you put a Ferris wheel near a tree? You know what I mean? I mean, wouldn't you trim the branches?
Why
You know-
would you
you know
put
what I
an
mean?
amusement park on a site of a lot of Native American burials? You know?
See, but that I can understand because I don't think they knew about the barrels until they were
Yeah.
clearing the land for the racetrack.
Right, it sounds like they were just going to expand when they found that out.
Yeah.
But the other girl was on the swing set or whatever you call it, and she, I think it was like some truck or something backed into it.
A
while
delivery
she was
truck.
It was a
Yeah.
soda truck
Soda truck.
was making a delivery to the park.
And backed up into her.
Yeah, accidentally backed up into her.
But she wasn't decapitated.
She was not. She was squished up against the tree.
These trees.
It would have been a tree out there.
Right,
because
because
the swings
it
at
was
that
over there.
time were located that way.
right.
She was squished against a tree, though?
Yes, he backed into her. She was not on the swings. She was waiting in line to ride the swings.
Oh, jeez.
And the soda truck was making the delivery and backed up into her. I actually read a report that said the driver claimed that he did not put the truck in reverse, that it put itself in reverse.
Do we have a name for the driver or for
We
the
do not have
girl?
a name for the driver. We do not have a
Documentation.
documented name of the little boy who drowned. We do not have an actual name for the little girl in the pink dress, except that a psychic visited here and said her name was Penelope.
That was Phoebe.
Huh? No, Phoebe is the decapitation girl.
Don't call her that.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Phoebe was Mr.
Headless.
Clay's wife.
The girl who was.
Oh no, Phoebe was a daughter. I think Phoebe, was she a daughter?
She was one of the settlers' daughters, right?
No, Phoebe Clay was his
Was
wife.
the wife.
Oh, yeah.
They had patience, obedience,
Obedience, yeah.
and all kinds of other funny names.
Must have been Christians. Christians!
Look at me. I bet those little girls were playing with cornstalk dolls.
Yeah, they probably were. Alright, so the amusement park, when did it start? And
1920.
1926.
Because then it was closed and then reopened by the fellow who owns it now, Mr. Gaylord. So, and he opened that, what, in the 80s again?
80s, I think.
85-ish?
And then it closed a few years after that.
In 1966, back when we were not all helicopter moms, some lady dropped her son off one day and told him she'd be back to pick him up later that day at the amusement park. And she came back to pick him up, nobody could find him, and they found him at the bottom of the pool.
Oh, and he got sucked down by the
He had
intake.
gotten pulled into the intake valve, into the drain.
And his arm was stuck inside of it.
what's a helicopter, Mom?
One that hovers.
The hover?
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
never heard that term before.
Me neither. Pretty good.
Okay, so Jinjo and Mr. Gaylord,
It's an engine joke.
Mr. Gaylord, he was gonna expand his park here, and he was starting to dig a dirt track, racetrack, and as he was digging, he said the first few digs, that's when everything started happening. They only barely touched it, but they, I believe he said he found some bones, but he said ever since then it's been going crazy around here, ever since he did that first dig. So we're gonna go check that field out.
Let's do it.
I have a ghost meter that my son Holland, who is a junior investigator, lent to us. He wishes he could have come, but he wanted to make sure he contributes something.
Awesome.
He also researches sites for us. He has them highlighted in his ghost hunting book.
Oh, cool.
He has a ghost hunting book, and it's got sites, and he has them highlighted, everything in the tri-state area.
Oh, that's awesome.
What does that do? They can do
I was scouting out ahead of the
Like over
crowd
there?
while you guys were walking.
drawn to someplace?
And as I was walking by myself, I walked to this clump of trees. I felt sort of, I don't know, sort of a fear, I guess. But that was,
Near this clump of trees back here? Where is this in relation to the outhouse? Can't even see it.
it's that white.
You heard some yelling?
Yeah.
So like children, like...
Rolling.
Alright, so right as soon as after Mr. Gaylord gave us our tour, right as he was walking out the gate, I thought I felt something brush up my butt. It was like I thought it was a butt spasm. But I've never experienced that kind of butt spasm before.
So it could have potentially been a...
Only in West
Could have been a
Virginia.
ghost touching my butt. Yeah.
That's a West Virginia butt spasm.
Yes.
Unique to this area.
Yes. And I am a transplanted West Virginian, so.
Alright, so we're looking for this bridge. And if I'm not mistaken, this road right here, right? Does this road not go
Yeah, we're
over to
gonna
the
go
field?
I thought we were going to go down this road to the field.
Yeah. Alright, so where are we right now?
Oh, this is the one of the ticket booths.
The original to the entrance to the park, I guess, was over here then?
It's like I see a toilet in there.
It's a potty.
Yeah.
That's the ticket booth?
It's got a toilet with the...
I think that's right there.
Is that another toilet? Oh, okay.
Jeez.
I don't think this is a ticket booth.
No.
That's just a port. Oh, there's a ticket booth.
Yeah.
Over there.
Not listen to higher pitches.
In child development, they teach us.
Yeah.
In child development, like
So this is the...
they taught us.
Oh, look at that. Would like one adult.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Alright, thank you.
It's true, but it sucks. It's true. Now, is there anything with the ticket booths, or are they just here?
Just
Okay.
kind of FYI type thing.
Okay.
Nothing paranormal with them or anything
I
like
didn't
that.
think so. I didn't know if you guys had come across something that I could miss. Yes.
Ditch, man-made ditch.
Mass grave. I wonder if this could be some of the excavation.
Yeah, I wonder if this is where the bones were. It's like a trash bin.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like, I wonder if that's where the trench originally came from.
Maybe.
What do we got here? Is this like a concession stand maybe?
Is this our power? Videos? I mean, like, making porn in here?
Porn shack.
What did he call it?
No readings.
Body stuff in the barrel here.
So videotapes.
Bell?
I think it's like a loudspeaker type thing.
Okay. Oh, here's some wiring. This is scary.
Yeah, I wouldn't stick my finger in it.
Oh, I'm not going to. I'm just like,
Good.
that's scary.
Let me back up if you're going to. Though.
No. That's
What's that?
Does it feel eerie, this field?
Those cars over there feel eerie.
Not particularly. What cars?
Those, go back there and look. There's all kinds of like...
Alright, found an old school bus here.
It's like school notebook, like some little kids just like fled.
What does it look like?
There's like papers, books, an old school notebook.
An old picture of somebody? Is that what that is?
I hope not. Somebody was living here.
That's what I was thinking. Because
That's what it
look,
looks
there's like
like.
a couch.
Yeah.
There's couches in here.
Yeah. I'm sure somebody lived in there.
It's the only logical explanation.
Paper covers.
Alright, well this little building here, what did they say it was? It wasn't the ticket booth, right? Because the ticket booth was out there.
Right.
Oh, I think it was a concession stand.
Mm-hmm.
And there's been reports of people going in here by themselves, closing the door, and not being able to get out, like some force was holding the door shut. And it's really freaked a lot of people out. So we're going to experiment now and see if what happens when we go in there one at a time and close the door. See if we can't get out. Yeah, one of the visitors went in here, couldn't get out, and it upset her so bad that she had to go to a hospital afterwards. So, I'm gonna see what could possibly keep that door held shut while someone's in there. Let's check it out.
Okay.
All right, we got two people in there. Let's take a look in here, see what it looks like.
I have a suggestion if anyone's willing to do it.
Absolutely.
Like, somebody go in there, close the door, and the rest of
It's like I'm already in here.
Okay, well this is inside. Now, do you want me to close the door and see if you can open it?
Yeah, close it.
All right, here we go. All right, let's give it a couple seconds. So I'm gonna back up so I can.
You got a meter?
All right, so just let me know when you're gonna try opening the door. All right.
Oh my gosh. It opens.
I'm honestly about that one. I'm not surprised.
Was it creepy?
No, that's not creepy when all you guys are standing
Yeah.
around.
You want to give it a try?
It'll be
See if
creepy
you
if
can-
it's
yeah, why not?
people.
Here, I'll take the meter again. Feel a little warmer, but other than that,
No creepy vibes or anything like that, huh? Nothing unsettling per se.
not necessarily. Just kind of feels like booth,
Looks like a booth.
normal booth. Darn. I don't think they like me.
Yeah.
All right, here
You
goes
rolling?
Jeff.
All right, what I'm gonna do first, I just want to show you. If you look at the door, there's really, unless it was locked, but this lock's been broken for a while. But there's really nothing it can get stuck on. Like it scrapes the bottom, but there's nothing coming up in front of it or anything like that that's keeping it from opening. Even if you push it in fairly good, it still opens.
Yeah. Okay.
So let's see here. So I don't know. I don't really feel anything unsettling in here, you know.
Yeah, I didn't either.
We didn't hear any stories about anything bad that happened at this particular booth, just aside from people getting stuck in it and not being able to get out. And it seems to me like if worse comes to worse, I don't know if this has always been like this, but you know, you can clearly
Yeah.
go out the window. But
Yeah, I didn't see anything. I didn't feel anything special about it.
yeah, nothing
That would.
nothing really out of the ordinary, you know. Tons of shots.
Oh!
What's that?
Gee.
Alright. Isn't it rusty? That's pretty fun.
Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to set up a stationary camera here on the swings. And we're going to split up into groups of two. So there'll be two people at the swings and by the Ferris wheel, which is behind us there. And then there'll be two people in the field and two people over by the concession stand that people reported getting locked into. And whoever's over here can use this camera in case the swings start moving or anything like that. And it'll also be constantly running on this swing because this is the swing that's supposed to move by itself. And what we're going to do with this camera here is we're going to plug it into this portable power brought to you by Die Hard. Sold exclusively at Sears.
Should get paid for that advertisement. It's probably in the 30s by now.
Oh yeah, it's like early 30s for sure. Yeah, I don't know.
So what he demonstrated earlier, I don't think we got this on camera. He came up to this and he said, pull up your sleeve so it's not touching anything. And then you stick your hand on there like that. And earlier today it was kind of swinging when he did this. Started swinging on its own. Alright, well I'm going to do a quick walk around. And he said this is the engine in here. And it goes all the way up there. It's a swing. I don't know. It's really hard to see at nighttime though. What we want to see is perhaps this teddy bear is going to move. Maybe. He said that the little girl spirit will talk to us, perhaps. And he said she gets upset if you get close or touch the swing, and she just won't talk to you anymore. So, just we'll have to keep your distance. How you doing?
Well, it's very possible this camera stopped working. Maybe it's just the screen.
We got ducks out there making sounds, so they're pretty loud. And we got cows, and we got dogs that were barking. So noise-wise, there's kind of a lot going on. There's this road right here, seems to be a main intersection to the Shell gas station. But it's died down now, so should get something. Looked like the swing just swang a little bit. Maybe it's just the light. Could have just been the light. Pretty cool.
We might be without a camera here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You know why?
No, why?
No, I'm asking why.
Oh, no.
Oh.
It's just like, this is all I'm getting.
Huh. That's weird. Has it done that before?
No.
What are you getting? Really?
That's it.
That whoa.
Well, what happens if I take a picture?
Let's do it. Nothing? We got a lot of orbs earlier today when we were just doing the initial pictures. And it was amazing. We were just setting up tents and there's orbs all over the place. Around us. On the pictures, anyways.
Bag this camera.
Okay. Well, we got malfunctions already with the camera.
Yeah.
That is kind of a sign of...
Well, it's also an old camera.
Okay. Could just be a sign that it's an old camera.
Yeah. Last time we used it worked, but that was a little while ago.
Alright. 12:21 a.m. The date is 2nd. March 2nd, 2014. And this shack, well, I guess we told it earlier, didn't we?
Yeah, but now we split up. So we're in groups of two, and we're gonna start out here at this shack. And it's definitely just kind of standing here and observing. It's definitely a little creepier than it is with a bunch of people.
Yeah, we're surrounded like a little valley, a bunch of hills.
EMF rolling.
Yep. We got nothing. We're green. So, I guess I'll just make myself comfortable here. I wonder what would cause her to be so concerned. Maybe she's just claustrophobic.
It's a good possibility.
Just trying to think rationally. If there's a ghost here, if there's somebody here other than us, we'd like you to reveal yourself and perhaps hold the door closed, because that is the... Is that a goose? Okay.
Yeah.
That is the story that somebody was really spooked out by being stuck in here without a window right here, and maybe there was a window in here, I don't know at the time. So, can you hold that door closed for me? Individual? No. The door's open. Can you close it for me? Please? Or can you just slam it shut? You know, it's hard for me to take you seriously if you're not going to do anything. You know? We're here. We came all the way here just to say hi. Because you're in a different world or something. And we need some proof. Okay. Thought it felt a little cold, but it's just because I opened the door. Okay, I guess I'll close the door. Well, I'm wondering what your name is. If you want to communicate with us, just say something. Maybe our camera will pick it up. Or you can try to shove something on the ground or move something. Or you can... Somebody touched my butt earlier. I don't know if that was you, but I think you touched my butt. I don't know if I like that. So, and then earlier I thought I felt somebody shove me. I almost tripped. So, do you think tragic happened here? Do you feel like you need to talk about anything? I'm not really a counselor, but you can talk to me. I'm a good listener. This road that you see here is kind of... We were walking around here earlier with the group, and I felt like I got a little push from my left shoulder, and then it kind of like almost made me trip a little bit. And I don't know, it was kind of like the same, it was like a really light tap. It's hard to describe. It's like, I mean, it's kind of like the same as the butt experience. So, I don't know, somebody's pushing me around or something. But, see what happens this time. We got some puddles over there. I was thinking maybe the puddles could be a place where they may have digged. So, Gaylord said that he started to dig to make this a racetrack, a dirt racetrack, and he said he didn't really dig that much, but he did find bones and Indian artifacts, Native American artifacts, and he was gonna make a, just a big, huge dirt racetrack. It looks like this road, and then when you go around where those lights are over there, it kind of looks like a bend of the track that he's gonna make. But he stopped because as soon as he dug, like he said, everything crazy started happening that night, where his own house is getting, things going on with poltergeists going on over there and stuff. So.
We're gonna take some pictures and see if anything comes up. It looks like we're getting a lot of orbs, which could be anything. A lot of theories on orbs, It could be moisture in the air. It could be
Dust particles.
Maybe something on the lens. But, being that it's not there in every picture, I don't think it's something on the lens.
Right, yeah, it shows up randomly. So.
But then there's also the theory that it is spiritual energy trying to manifest. But who knows? Either way, we got them.
Yeah. One time I caught orbs with like little smiley faces on them.
I've seen that before. All right, so we're down here at the corner of the field, and we got an outhouse. You probably can't see it. It's over there behind me. And we're taking some pictures in that direction, and we pick up this. You probably can't see it too well in the video, but there's a mist coming into the picture. And when I took this picture, I was standing like this, camera here, okay? Scott was over there by that little booth there, and this comes on the screen. There was nothing in front of the camera when I took it that it reflected off of. There was no mist there. When the flash went off, everything was clear. We did a breath test where I breathed out and took the picture, and it was not duplicated. The way the wind's going, my breath is going this way before it even reaches the camera. So we retook the picture a couple times and could not duplicate that.
It's definitely something going on around here.
Definitely.
It's 1 o'clock.
Seems to be a hot spot, and as of now, we don't know what the other reports were from what the other group picked up down here, because we didn't want to be biased at all. So we told them just to keep it for later. But we do know they picked something up in this field. Yeah, so we're gonna keep going, investigate a little further. No EMF spike.
No temperatures.
No temperature fluctuations. Just all we got is a photo. All right, so now we're heading over to the Ferris wheel and the swings. But before we go over there, we're gonna stop and check out this clay memorial. Might have to trek through a little bit of mud to get to it, but we're gonna see if we can't find it. See what it's all about. Alright, so we found it.
Read that? It's got quite a bit of moss on there. In memory of Bartley and Tabitha Clay. Massacred by Shawnee Indians, August 1783. Children of Mitchell and somebody, Feeble Clay, something.
Phoebe.
First settlers of Mercer County.
So here we are on the exact site of the graves.
Felt some cold earlier, but this is pretty cold. I don't know if that's just because of environmental situations or what's going on.
Alright, so here we are at the Ferris wheel.
The hell?
Yeah, I think so.
What about that?
Yeah, because they can pick up wherever your beam is. Yeah.
A lot of foliage up there.
And what did he say for some of the story about this?
Something about, I thought it was a man. Got a, I don't know if it was a man or a woman. Something happened where somebody got, I thought he said he got decapitated
That's right, yeah, decapitated was on the Ferris wheel.
on one of these seats. I guess he said, what was it, at 10 o'clock?
I think it was at 10
We don't
o'clock.
know which 10 o'clock we're talking about from one side or the other, so. One of these things, he says, would swing on its own. Supposedly the guy was sitting up there, and allegedly somebody got a picture of him sitting up there in one of those at 10 o'clock, so. That's the story with this.
So here we are by the swings.
2 a.m. I moved the swings. That was me. But the little girl hasn't shown up to us. She isn't playing with her teddy bear. And I don't know, we're just not getting much. We get a lot of orbs. We take pictures, but nothing other than that. So we're gonna try to talk to the girl or something. Not too much. Is that a dog dying or something?
It sounds like it, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm not getting anything. I tried to touch the teddy bear. Feeling cold spots, but it's because it's cold out. It's winter. Okay, so we were walking in this field heading over to the monument. I mentioned how I had needed to take a leak. And then this thing was in my pocket, and then it started beeping. And it's in the red right now, actually. Barely on the red.
Let's test that. Let's go over.
Let's go test it, because maybe the closer we get to the power lines, maybe it's just going to go off. Yeah. It's getting... It's just...
Yeah, so we're picking up the power
It's
lines.
getting the transformer is what it's doing. And then when I go further down, it's not. Alright, so we were walking down towards the memorial where the kids were massacred through that field, and in the middle of the field I stopped, and then I saw like a depression in the ground, and I was like, I bet I could just take a leak in there. The meter in my pocket started going beep 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 beep, and I was like, what? That's weird. And so I took it out of the pocket, and it's still going red. And then every time I said I'm going to take a leak, it kept going red. And then I put it down close to the ground, and it got green again. So I put it back up towards the air, and it gets red. And then so we were like, okay, we got to remember this spot. So we start walking closer to the monument, and it's kept going red even more and beeping. And then I noticed there was power lines up there with like transformers next to a pole. And so I was trying to go closer to that, and it was still going off. But after that, we were just kind of like, well, why was it like, reaching out that far in the middle of a field? I don't know. So it could be the power transformers, or it could be something, but it's definitely something to investigate.
Alright, what did you find out there?
Out where? Which spot?
Over, where the massacre site was.
I'm not exactly sure which one that is.
It's over this way.
Way yonder.
Yeah, like
Like
straight.
on this side of the road there?
Yeah, pretty much like straight across from where you're sitting from.
Okay. What
Did you find anything over there?
I can't honestly say we did right there, no.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, we just kind of walked along.
What about over that side? Anything over there at all? Near the Ferris wheel or the swings?
It was really cold. We did both notice that it was really, really cold there, comparatively speaking. But that was the only thing out of the ordinary that we noticed.
Alright, so a couple things that we noticed. We were over by the Ferris wheel, and there's a tree stump over there. Scott sat on the tree stump and we took a couple pictures, and we got a mist-like substance in the picture, very similar to what we caught over in that field where the Native Americans were buried. Also, there's like a weird type of mist behind him while he's sitting on the tree stump. We took a couple pictures when he wasn't on the tree stump and nothing was there, and then every picture on the tree stump had something in it, either bright orbs or else it had that mist in it. Then we caught one when we were walking through where the massacre took place. Another mist. We tried to recreate it with Scott breathing out, and it didn't look similar to the one that we caught. So it's a slight chance that it could have been breath, but it didn't look like it from the ones we tried to recreate. So, and then what about the field over here where well, what we're going to do is we're going to go out and take some EVPs. We're going to take some extra batteries, diehards, and that way maybe if there is something that's draining the battery power, it'll take a little bit longer because diehards last longer.
You guys on stock or something?
I think he does.
So let's roll.
All right.
Are you still here? Where the Clay children were massacred. Is that correct?
Yeah.
We'd also like to welcome them to talk to us if they are here. We know what happened was tragic and you didn't deserve it. We'd like to know if you're still here with us, though, and what's keeping you here. If you're the Clay children or the little girl that was waiting in line for the swings, feel free to talk to us. Give us a sign that you're here by moving the swing you moving the swing with the bear in it?
I think it's still swinging from when I put it in there.
Can you push it and make it go? Make it move more?
Did you name your teddy bear?
We're gonna leave your bear there in the swing, and we'll come back later on to see if you played with him. Alright, he's coming. Okay, here we are on the site that's closest to the Clay Massacre. And we'd like to know if there are any spirits present with us tonight. If you are here with us, can you make a noise or give us some kind of sign to let us know that you're here? Specifically, we'd like to hear from the Clay children. But if there are other non-malevolent spirits, you're welcome to communicate by giving us a sign that you're here. Can you tell us what year it is? What's your name?
I would.
All kids like chasing birds.
Wonder if the geese like the kids.
That's the question.
We're going to that spot where we found that misty hair stuff.
Oh yeah, and
You gotta check it out in
that
daylight.
picture that we got.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you drinking there?
Coca-Cola. Makes smart sense.
Ah,
Oh, it's just a cola.
nice. Where'd you find that?
I found it on the ground here. And, I left it here last night because my hands were getting cold. My hand was freezing. So I was going to pick it up on the way back. But we took a detour. And so we came back out this morning and it was still there. If there is any spirits, they don't like Coke. Is this natural?
It could be ants.
Yeah, it's like mice or something, field mice. That's what it is. They seem to like that pose.
Yeah.
So right after that is when we got the shot of the hair.
It was right over in this direction too, wasn't it? Towards that little outhouse.
Yeah.
And as you see across from it there, we got the swings and the Ferris wheel. And then to the right of the Ferris wheel, we have the little dirt path that leads out to the clay memorial. Alright, here we are at the memorial that was erected. We were out here last night, but we couldn't really read it. And what it says is this is the exact site of the graves of the Clay family. Or it's not the whole family, just Bartley and Tabitha Clay. So they were the two that were massacred by the Shawnee Indians.
I see it's yellow.
Alright, we're over here by the Ferris Wheel. We got our
Huh?
campsite that we had a broke down camp across the water there, as you can see. And over here is the swings where we were last night. And you can probably get a better view than you could in night vision. Get a closer look at what it looks like. This was the swing that it seemed to say seemed to be the most sightings of the little girl, right? It's in the swing. And, this is it. We went around here with the EMF reader last night. We didn't get any EMF spikes. We still have to review the EVPs, of course, see if we picked up any EVP. But
It was a little windy this morning, so I got to see it twisting, swinging a little bit on its own. But
it's kind of, yeah.
it's because of the wind.
Yeah. And there's some bad feelings over here, like sad feelings, but you know. So this is the field where we were last night, and this is the monument that was erected in memory of the Clay children being massacred. We were coming through this field last night. It's not a very big area, but there are power lines up here. So the EMF spike that we got, we kind of chalked that up to a good possibility. The only thing about it is the EMF meter was lower over here towards the wires than it was in the middle of the field. In the middle of the field, it wasn't anything extremely out of the ordinary. It was only yellow, but it was still moving a little bit more than it was over here. And our first time around, it went up in the red. We got a big spike, went up there and actually beeped.